Hello, Blue Jays Domain here, and today we are going to go over 5 Blue Jay prospects who I think can make an impact on the 2024 roster. Now, to be in this video, I have to think you will A, play in 2024, and B, you must not have already played a game in the big leagues. So, guys like Davis Schneider, Nathan Lukes, and Spencer Horwitz are not included. But before we get into this video, be sure to subscribe if you guys are brand new. We are on the road to 300 subscribers. We might have hit this by the time that this video comes out, so if we have, thank you. If we haven't, hit that subscribe button. We're only like 1 or 2 away. Thanks. Now, back to the video. So, number 1 on my list is infielder Oralis Martinez. Martinez has seen some playing time at short and second, and more recently third base. Martinez seems to be the guy the Jays will go with at third base going forward, and I think it makes the most sense that this guy plays there this season. Martinez is only 22 years old, and he is more known for power and taking walks. Last year, he made it to AAA and played 55 games where he hit .263, had a .340 on-base percentage, and an .847 OPS. Martinez also hit 11 home runs and drove in 48. Martinez has played in 381 games across 4 seasons in the minor leagues and has a slash line of .239, a .326 on-base percentage, and an .827 OPS. During this time, he's also hit 93 home runs, 74 doubles, 289 RBIs, and 164 walks. Now, his bat does still need a bit of work, which is why I think he starts the year in AAA, but don't be shocked to see him up by late May or even early June. Next up on my list is Addison Barger, who can play shortstop, third base, second base, and even more recently, right field. Barger is a 6th round pick from the 2018 draft and is only 24 years old. He played in 88 AAA games last season after recovering from an injury. In those 88 games, Barger had a slash line of .250, a .353 on-base percentage, and a .756 OPS, while also hitting 9 home runs and driving in 46. Barger really climbed the ranks though in 2022 when he moved from High A Vancouver all the way up to the AAA Bisons in one season, hitting above 300 on all 3 levels. Barger could be up as soon as opening day depending on his health, as his bat seems to be more ready for the jump to the big leagues compared to Martinez. While Barger does have less pop in his bat, he also has less swing and miss while also being able to play 4 positions. The Jays introduced Barger to right field last year for the first time in his career, and that adjustment could be the reason as to why some of his offensive numbers declined a bit during the season. Number 3 on my list is a prospect I'm not too familiar with, but he has recently caught the eyes of every Jays fan. And that is Demanio Palmegiani. Palmegiani is a third baseman, first baseman, and second baseman, and he was drafted in the 35th round of the 2018 draft, and he's going to be 24 years old this season. Apologies if I've said his name wrong. Palmegiani got into 20 AAA games last year after playing in 108 games in AA. In those 108 AA games, he hit .249 with a .351 on-base percentage and an .815 OPS. He also hit 19 home runs and drove in 71. In the small sample size at AAA, he hit .284 with a .427 on-base percentage and a .981 OPS. He also hit 4 balls out of the park and drove in 22. Even for a small sample size, those numbers are still pretty wild. Palmegiani also played in the Arizona Fall League this year, and that's where he began to catch the eyes of many. In 22 games, he had a slash line of a .263 average, a .366 on-base percentage, and a .941 OPS, while knocking 6 balls out of the park and driving in 21. In 264 games across 3 minor league seasons, Palmegiani has a .251 average, a .358 on-base percentage, and an .836 OPS, including 49 home runs and 185 RBIs. Since being drafted by the Jays, all Palmegiani has done is rake. Next up on my list is the Blue Jays' number 1 prospect, Ricky Tiedemann. Yes, the lefty stallion who got some spring training action last season. Ricky T was drafted in the 3rd round of the 2021 MLB draft and is only 21 years old. Ricky was put onto display during spring training and didn't really disappoint. Unfortunately, though, he did get injured and he had to work his way back up to AAA, also cutting his major league spring training short. In 2022, his first year in the organization, Tiedemann went from single-A Dunedin to double-A New Hampshire. Appearing in only 18 games, he had a very impressive 2.17 ERA, striking out 117 batters in 78 2/3 innings, while only walking 29. Last year, across 15 games, he had a 3.68 ERA, striking out 82 in 44 innings pitched, and only walking 23. In the Arizona Fall League this year, across 4 games, Tiedemann had a 2.50 ERA, striking out 23 while only walking 8 across 18 innings of work. In 33 total minor league starts for Ricky Tiedemann, he has a 2.71 ERA, 199 strikeouts, and only 52 walks in 122 2/3 innings pitched. While Tiedemann seems to be a September call-up most likely, there is still a chance he can make his way onto this team earlier if he continues to impress. And lastly, we have another pitcher, this one mostly being known for a relief pitcher, and that is Yasser Zulueta, who's going to be turning 26 before the season starts. In 2022, Zulueta went from single-A to triple-A, posting a 3.72 ERA across 4 leagues. Last year in triple-A, Zulueta took a bit of a step back, posting a 4.08 ERA across 45 games. He did strike out 73, but he also walked 45 batters. But as the season went on, Zulueta got better, posting a 2.31 ERA in September, the best of the season. The reason I have Zulueta here is because it appears the Jays have an opening for a hard-throwing reliever with minor league options, and Zulueta fits that role perfectly, and he could break the opening day roster if he has a strong spring. In 3 minor league seasons, Zulueta has a 3.91 ERA, a 1.421 WHIP, 157 strikeouts, 77 walks, and 119 2/3 innings of work. So yeah, that's the list of players I think can make an impact on the 2024 Toronto Blue Jays. Let me know what you think of the list and if there's anyone you would add and anyone you would take off the list. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button. Also, if you are new, please consider subscribing. And yeah, peace out. Thanks for watching. Bye.